Welcome to Fitness and Finance Radio. I am your co-host, Tony Shore, but more importantly, I'm here with our hosts, Jeffrey Smith and Jennifer Scherer. Jeff and Jen, as I like to call them. I mean, friends,
Yeah,
right?
sure.
I feel like
On the level.
we're beyond Jeffrey Smith and Jennifer Scherer.
I agree.
I think we've come a long way, and
Mhm.
you guys look great. In fact,
Holy jeez, look at this one.
we have a little sample, a little outtake of Jeff from a previous
I
show.
love that. I love it. It's
Hilarious.
so funny. We still do that all the time.
Yeah.
Sometimes when I see her for the first time in a few hours, I go, holy jeez. Look at this one.
Oh.
Yeah, I'd never heard him say that until after he met you, Jennifer, and then he said,
Aw.
Holy jeez, look at this one.
and then that became like every other minute he'd say that.
Yeah.
If you're ever in the room, all we hear from Jeff is,
Holy jeez, look at this one.
yeah.
Oh my
That can never be done too much. And for our listeners out there who are like, what's going on? Beverage.
Yes.
That
was
should
gonna say.
explain. That should explain it.
That's exactly what I was going to say. Is like, maybe I need a beverage.
I do.
I'm drinking cold brew coffee right now. A little
Nice,
ice cold
Tony.
brew. Yeah.
I'm drinking my
Ice
creatine.
cold brew. Unsweetened, no cream, no sugar in this
Nothing.
baby, just iced cold brew, and it's delicious.
Creatine
happening?
monohydrate. Totally
Oh.
refreshing.
Oh, look at that. Look
Tony
at you.
Shore is turning a corner.
I am trying. I mean, I'm not quite up to the point where I'm willing to abuse my body by eating kale, but or my taste buds, I should say. It's probably good for my body.
And your
Yeah.
lower digestive system, too.
Holy
You
jeez, look at this
really
one.
good dinner with some cherry tomatoes and roasted kale and
Mm.
Oh.
roasted potatoes. You
Well,
missed
Yeah. Well, speaking, we got to get going today. We got a little late start. Technology is our friend, right?
Yes. Yeah. Our best friend.
Yeah. Well, hey, you guys look great as always. It's great to be back after a couple of weeks. Now, you guys hit an item on my wife and I's bucket list that we just in the 33 years we've been married, we've never managed to make it work. And that's Hawaii. We've always wanted to go to Hawaii. It's just time, resources, and
Kids.
children. We had
Yep.
3 children. It's hard to do or have nice things when you have children and pets. I've always said that. It's hard to have or do anything nice when you have children or pets. But we love our kids and our pets. So
Makes sense.
we wouldn't give them up for the world, even a trip to Hawaii. But you guys recently went to Hawaii, and that's what we're talking about on the show. Speaking of food and cooking, before you get into what Jeff's made and eating healthy and the roasted tomatoes, things like that, you want to talk about traveling. A lot of people travel in retirement, so it's a good time to. A lot of people travel when they're younger, like yourselves. So travel, though, these days has really gotten tough in a couple of areas, your finances and your diet.
Yeah.
And I haven't heard you tell this yet, so I'm interested to hear your story. I haven't really talked to you guys since you got back from Hawaii. So,
Right.
so what happened in Hawaii? Why your wallet and waistline take a hit on vacation? Did
Yeah,
something
100%.
happen in Hawaii to spur this conversation?
Well, actually, the show is how honestly we thought going into Maui when we went to the grocery store for the first time and walked out $500 later. And
Yeah.
that was like our first trip. We were like, wow, is this going to be more expensive to cook healthy than, to just go out and eat at restaurants? But turns out Jeff was able to meal prep in a way that, he was using dinner. He would come up with dinner meals and then repurpose the foods that he would cook for dinner for the next day's lunch or, that type of thing.
Mhm.
But I think a lot of my clients will ultimately go on vacation and that's their ticket to, you're not in your routine anymore. You're surrounded by everything that's convenient,
Hey,
restaurants.
it's vacation.
Yeah.
That's your mindset. Hey, it's
Right.
vacation. Whatever. We'll
everything
eat
costs
whatever
more.
we want.
Yeah.
And everything costs more. But that's why I thought maybe Hawaii spurred this, because I actually record and talk to each week a guy from Hawaii, a
Oh,
guy
wow.
who's based in Hawaii, in Maui, actually.
That's where
Wow.
we were.
Yeah, Greg Gunther. I should have hooked you guys
Okay.
up. You could have gotten together. He's a great guy.
Mhm.
You very similar. He works in the finance industry, does what you do, Jeff, but super guy, probably your age, maybe even a little younger. He and his wife live on Maui. And I just hear about how expensive everything is there. Is it as
Mhm.
crazy as I've heard?
Well, I think if you're going to a place that has a lot of sun, a lot of beaches,
Sure.
and is built on tourism, it's an island, right?
Plus,
So,
it's an island.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a 6-hour flight from the west coast of the United States. So, I mean, getting goods and services to that island, all of those islands
It's costly.
it's not cheap. So, it's to be expected. But on top of that, they derive most of their revenue from people visiting. And so,
Mhm.
you got to know that going in. And I think what I, sort of want to focus on is you have to adapt. You have to be creative. You have to think. But more importantly, what, we should have done a little bit more of was some prep ahead of time to understand, what is available, what's not available. And I think we did a little bit.
Mhm.
We looked at the most expensive things. So we brought our own peanut butter because peanut butter is expensive on the island. So we literally packed a whole huge thing of Jif.
Oh, that's awesome. I would have
opened
done
up
that.
my checked bag, and there's just this huge thing of Jif. I'm like, what? I got a stowaway. What else did we bring? We brought something else like olive oil. or something.
We brought peanut butter and trail mix.
Yeah.
Oh, sure.
And then oh gosh.
You had a bunch of stuff.
I love the fact that you guys are bringing groceries to
We brought
Hawaii.
Oh, supplements. We brought our supplements.
Oh, yeah,
Well, sure.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
did you, while you were there, did you notice anything that was crazy price wise? I'm just curious.
Well, we paid $50 for a salmon fillet for 4.
Mm-hmm.
$50
for
50.
4, but in the grocery store. This is like a salmon fillet
Right.
that you buy, in the grocery store.
It was
not at a
enough for
restaurant.
4 people, but I mean, if you went out to eat,
Yeah.
it's $50 a person. So we felt like that was
Sure.
a better option. I'll tell you what was on the boardwalk. They have this walkway.
Oh, that's right.
Through the beaches, and I was like, I just threw 3 waters up there, and they're like $31.22.
Yeah, for 3 waters.
I was like,
over $30.
Yes,
for 3
for
bottles
3
of water.
Yes, and the I
But
looked at
Tony,
Jeff, and he was like, "Oh, I'll just take it." And I'm like,
they're from a volcano, so it has to be good.
I
Wow.
was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my word!"
Yeah. Could you taste the ash then, or liquid hot magma?
Yeah.
It was pretty. It was authentic.
But here's the best part. I've got
Oh
to
my
share this.
goodness.
So when we booked the Airbnb, we all 4 of us, my parents included, thought when we looked at the pictures that there was a cooktop,
A full kitchen.
Sure.
with an oven.
Yeah.
Well, that was deceiving. We got there and it was a butcher block,
Yeah.
not a cooktop.
Where
We thought
the-
it was like the cover of, the cooktop. And so Jeff was amazing. He improvised and made all of the meals on a grill that had a 1 burner to the side, a
Yeah.
gas
Oh
burner,
wow. Wow.
and
They had a pizza oven too.
and a pizza oven.
So I was able to
Yeah.
roast vegetables in the pizza oven.
Sure.
I couldn't get over it.
It was a lot. The first day was really uncomfortable because you had to prep everything in the
Sure.
kitchen and then
Sure.
move everything out to, and I was having to go back and forth.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And so
Was this a hotel, a resort, or an
No,
Airbnb?
no, no. This is an
Airbnb.
Airbnb. The reason we get Airbnbs is so we can cook our own food.
So
and
an Airbnb without a kitchen?
I
don't
that
know.
doesn't make
Well,
sense.
It had
Yeah.
a refrigerator, it had a microwave, it had a lot of the appliances. Like it had an electric cooktop that we used. But the reason we
Well,
do
a
the
pancake maker.
yeah. Well, you did like
Oh, it
French
had
toast,
that.
things
Yeah.
like that, yeah. The reason we
Wow.
do the Airbnb is really if you go to a resort or a hotel, it's like you're at the mercy of
Oh yeah.
the restaurants, right? You really
Yeah.
have zero control over your
Yeah.
environment.
We had a lunch out, one lunch.
Yeah.
And we
So you
learned
guys
that
really didn't eat out while you were there.
we ate out one time and it cost $192 for lunch.
And then my dad got sick afterward.
yeah, so then we were like,
Yeah.
that's it. we're not doing
And
it.
then we blamed the food, but I don't know if it was really the food or not. Because then I got sick, and I'm like, maybe it wasn't food poisoning.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good.
This-
Well,
this is-
anytime you go somewhere different, you're drinking different water or things. I find that can happen. People
Yeah.
can get stomach bugs pretty easily
Yeah.
when they travel. But now, basically, you're talking about a solution here, a problem. There's two problems. How much you spend on vacation, or
Right.
what, controlling the crazy spending on some of these vacations,
Mhm.
and controlling what your diet,
Yeah.
you eating right. And you're really you've already given us the solution. One of the major solutions is get a place with a full kitchen where you can
Yes.
cook instead
Mhm.
of eating out, is what
Well,
you're saying.
Yeah, but here's the interesting thing, because a lot of people, they treat vacation as time off from cooking. They're like, I can not cook while I'm traveling.
Right. That's part of vacation. That's
It's
what
part of
my wife and
vacation.
I look forward to.
Right.
Yeah.
And so a lot of people kind of design their vacations around the food. That part is
Right.
a big part of their experience.
Mhm.
And my mom, being the photographer that she is, she took a bunch of pictures of each meal that Jeff prepared and posted
Oh,
them on
wow.
Facebook. And literally, she had one of her friends reach out to her and say, if we pay Jeff's way on our next vacation, will he be our chef?
Oh, wow.
And so that really got us thinking, wait a second here.
Yeah, we're missing an opportunity.
People spend thousands of dollars on vacations
Mhm.
and
Thousands.
they
Yeah.
sacrifice their health and they end up coming back feeling
Miserable.
worse.
Yeah.
And, what if the real luxury here is feeling good during and after your trip?
Right.
Wow.
And I think the thing is, Tony,
Yeah.
I should have let that
No,
land.
no, go ahead.
It's like you overspend
Yeah.
and then you overeat and then you go, it's like when you go in, I think it was a Seinfeld episode or something, like you go, or Seinfeld bit, I think he talked about how excited you are before the meal. You're just like, money's no option, object, and he's like, just, but the check comes after you're full and you're over full and you go, I don't think it was worth it,
Mhm.
and I think you have that remorse.
Yep.
If you have runaway spending and you feel miserable from all the food you ate, it takes away from the value of the break itself. And I think
Right.
having some mind shift on what vacation means to me, anyway, it is, you don't have the daily responsibilities of your work necessarily. You're taking a break from the normal, day to day. You're there to make new experiences and memories, right? So I think, I challenge people to take what they would have spent and put it into experiences. Like we rode down a volcano,
Mhm.
right?
Wow.
We dove, we did scuba diving.
Mhm.
We went into a cave and surfaced and got, air underneath the in
Pitch black cave in the water.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy.
I had
I'd be
never-
so scared.
Yeah, I had
Yes.
never done cave diving, and I was
Wow.
it was really neat. You would think going into a cave the water would be colder.
Yeah,
It was warm.
Mhm.
that's interesting.
And it was pitch black, and the dive master had a flashlight and would like show us all the fish, and they would glow in the dark, and
Yeah.
it was really
Oh
neat.
my gosh.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
What an experience you guys had.
Yeah.
Well, I do say, though, I think for some people out there, they might be hearing this and going, wow, when we go on vacation, we do the opposite. We eat out every meal.
Right.
Yeah.
So I think for some people, it might be hard to do the full thing that you did, like never eat out. Maybe you can gradually, your next vacation, try to cook
Right.
half the meals,
Exactly.
half the meals in, and just try it. Because I think if you did all the meals in rather than eating out, what you're going to find is you also might have you think, well, the time it takes to go out to fancy restaurants and do this,
Mhm.
and the prep time, making meals can be fun, and
Right.
you can go, it's fun to go to the grocery store and see, wow, we don't have this, especially
Right.
going to someplace like Hawaii or a state that's way far away. Grocery stores have different items, and I
Mhm.
actually enjoy going and finding, like, wow, we don't have this, or
Mhm.
looking up online, what are some of the best grocery stores, or what do you like, what are items you can't get other places. And now
Mhm.
with sites like Reddit, And a lot of these sites, you can get great tips. People who have traveled, there are travel sites saying, hey, I like to make my own meals. What are some good things to make in this area? What are some good grocery stores?
Right.
And you can get, I mean, because of the internet, I think it really has helped expand the possibilities of actually making it fun and having it be enjoyable, right?
Yeah, I think what I learned, at first that it was an inconvenience, but I'm cooking on a lanai, overlooking the ocean, with breeze, cross through me.
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't ask for anything better.
You've got an umbrella drink in one hand and the spatula in the other,
Well,
and the
it's-
ocean breeze is coming
Yeah,
through.
it's nice.
What was interesting to me is, when my mom's friend proposed that she paid, Jeff's way and hire him on her next vacation, I was like, wow. I said to Jeff, man, I said, that sounds good. Maybe we should do that the next vacation. And he's like, but I love cooking.
Yeah, like why would you guys hire somebody when
Right.
Jeff's kind of insulted by that, I bet.
Uh,
Like, hey, what do you think?
Holy jeez, look at this one.
Oh my God. But what you said is like a blend of, eating healthy meals and inside the Airbnb and then also eating out. I think too, most of my clients, at least that I speak with, it's like they swing between extremes. Like either they're hyper restrictive at home.
Yep.
And then when they travel, they are completely off track.
Let loose.
Right.
Like they let their hydration go, their supplements go, their workouts go.
Most of us do, I think. I'm guilty of that. I mean,
Yeah.
my wife and I, you look as a vacation excuse to no rules.
Yep.
Rules don't apply,
Yep.
especially when it comes to food and drink on vacation.
Mhm.
And I think you can be, I like Jeff's point about that, Jennifer, and I'm glad you brought this up, is that you can actually be happier if you do not let yourself go like that. You'll feel better, you'll have better experiences and be able to live in the experiences more.
Well, I think, like you said, Tony, if you did half and half, right? And then really, really rate afterwards how you feel going into that evening, right? So if you go out, for example, and then rate how you feel up to bedtime and through the night and the next morning, right? And then, compare that to having a prepared meal at the Airbnb or wherever you are, to when you go to bed and how you sleep and how you wake up, right? So I think that, the proof is in the pudding, right? If you try it and it's no different, then, have at it. But I mean, I would be shocked if you didn't feel a lot better if you did more at the Airbnb versus going out to eat. And it leaves plenty of room for conversation. You're not talking over people. We had really a lot of laughs, a lot of good conversation.
We played cards.
We did a lot of different things that we were able to do, and get deeper engaged with one another.
With each other rather than inside a busy restaurant.
Right.
Yeah.
Or couldn't hear and there was some wonderful restaurants there. I mean, her parents went to Mama's
Fish House,
which is one of the best places. They said one of the most
most highly rated
in the country.
Yeah. It was very difficult for them to get a reservation, and they ended up getting the reservation. And unfortunately my dad got sick, so we had to cancel it. And they got some insight from somebody there local and said, if you go into the valet and say that you're just going to check out the bar and see what's available, then you can find a spot that way. So that's what they did. And they found a spot.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yeah.
But I guess the key here for us is that we had a budget in mind when we went there. And I think for people that are very, it's already an expensive, ticket to get to Hawaii,
Sure. At things like Hawaii, Disney World, going to Europe, you're going to spend money.
Yes.
I mean,
you got to know that going in.
yeah.
But and as you get closer to that budget, if you're the kind of person that is a stick to it budget person, that gets very stressful. And I know there's usually one person in every couple that gets high anxiety when that budget is hit or over, and then their vacation is ruined, right? I mean, not ruined. It doesn't have to be. But that's where it goes. Right?
Yep. There's always one person in every relationship, and we're not going to name names here, Jeff Smith, but there is usually one person that's more anxious about it.
Well, yeah.
I'm giving you a hard.
That would be Jennifer, actually.
Oh, really? I got that one wrong. Is that why you got? I thought you guys would both be. Oh, yeah.
No,
I got that one wrong. That's
I'm like,
Jennifer.
where's the spreadsheet so we can have everything
Oh
itemized?
no, Jennifer.
So Tony, just so you know, I just started looking at prices at the grocery store the last 2 years.
Oh, you haven't even paid attention before that.
I was like, why would you buy that one when you can buy this one?
Well, because, I mean, I guess because I'm so used to what I buy, but that I'm going to pay for it anyway. But it's so interesting. Yeah, the Jennifer's that in our relationship.
Oh, I got that wrong.
Yeah.
I got that one wrong. I would have guessed Jeff.
He's the bougie one. I'm the very
anxious. He's anxious about other things.
Yes.
Yeah.
The food thing I am more uptight about. Like Jennifer will have a piece of cake, and I'll look at it like it's gonna, have a.
Well, because you know what it can do to you. You've been there.
Right.
You've done that. Whereas Jennifer.
Holy jeez, look at this one.
Hey, speaking of staying healthy, before we go on, you guys had a series of commercials shot for your businesses, for the fitness and for the finance, and we're gonna roll this. Let's check this out.
Nice.
At Fredericksburg Fitness Studio, we offer services designed to support your body from every angle. We provide personal training focused on strength, longevity, and movement quality. Our medical exercise program supports individuals managing pain, injuries, chronic conditions, or post-physical therapy transitions. We also offer master-level Pilates grounded in biomechanics and corrective movement, not trends. Our massage therapy and assisted stretching supports recovery, mobility, and nervous system regulation. And we also provide registered dietitian services, including medical nutrition therapy, performance nutrition, and lab-informed recommendations. Everything we do is coordinated, intentional, and individualized, because your body doesn't live in silos, and your care shouldn't either.
Okay. So first of all, that is an amazing commercial. But second of all, holy geez. I mean, if ever there was a reason to play that clip.
Yeah.
Ow.
Yeah. Yeah. There you go. There you go.
Man. This is why I cook.
Oh, stop.
I'm trying to find the layout we had before where it actually
There it
works.
is.
No, I we'll find it. There, that's better. Okay. So
You guys are pros, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Doing that whole day with you guys.
Yeah, and that's not even. I mean, there's 10 of them, and that's just the first one. They get even better from there. I think there's some great ones.
There are some great ones. You should play the one with Jeff as the artist.
Jeff is the artist. I don't know if I have that. Let's look at Jeff's. Let's see which one I have lined up.
Audio is awesome.
Yeah.
If we could sit down with our 60-year-old selves, here's what we'd say. Don't wait for pain to fix your body. Don't wait for volatility to fix your plan. Strength compounds, just like money, and neglect costs more than effort ever will. The best retirements aren't accidental, they're designed. That's why we built Fitness and Finance and wrote The Bridge Between Fitness and Finance, the 541 method, because your future deserves intention.
Wow.
Powerful.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys, and we'll run those at the beginning and end of the show just for our listeners and viewers out there. The viewers for YouTube, it's even better, so you can actually see that on the there.
Oh,
we actually have a lot of viewers on YouTube, more than anywhere else, I think.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's more watchers on YouTube than there are but some people still listen to this as a podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or Amazon Music.
Tony, one thing before we wrap up too, there was talk before we got on that he and Justin may come down to Virginia.
Yeah, we need to come there, and we'll come down there and help you get your studio set up.
So if anybody hears this and we advertise maybe a little meet and greet, what do you think?
Oh,
little meet and greet. Sure. Yeah.
You know how many people ask about you, Tony, all the time. So
I'm sure they do. Is he okay? Is that the question you get about Tony a lot? Is he
like, they ask if he slept under A power line
as a child?
as a
Did you
child.
grow up near high RF frequency signals?
Oh
Did that
my
affect
Did
your
you eat paint chips as a child?
why? Why? Why would you ask? No, that would be great. Yeah. Especially, we could
Oh my
center it
gosh.
around if you guys ever did a client event where some of your
Oh,
clients came.
why don't we do
I could come and stand up and tell a few jokes and
Oh my gosh, that'd be
say
amazing.
hi
That
to the
would be
say hi to the kids and
All
yeah,
your
Yeah.
friends.
that would
yeah,
be great.
We'll
yeah.
do a healthy happy hour and have
Okay.
Tony talk.
Cool.
We'll have a Tony talk.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh, we're
Instead
gonna
of a
brand
TED Talk, a Tony Talk.
We're
Yeah,
gonna brand, we're gonna
Yes.
brand this. It's
Yeah.
always jokes. It's never serious.
yeah,
So it's a Tony talk.
yeah. I'll do my Matt Foley.
That would be great.
No,
Mm.
no, but that would be good. I can't wait to see you guys. That's a
Yeah.
little tease, but look for those spots. They're going to be running here and there and on YouTube. They're
Nice.
great. They're you guys talking about important things. But I think that people need to. I think the key here is what you guys say. The solution to spending too much or eating unhealthy while on vacation or traveling is to plan ahead. Right. I mean,
Yes.
that's the biggest thing you can do.
Oh yeah. And then you just keep your, one or two non-negotiables, your movement and maybe your supplements or, something like that.
Right. And hydration. I mean, you mentioned
Mhm.
hydration, and I think that's where people go on vacation, like they go to especially a destination, like if they're in Florida or Hawaii and they're or on a cruise or Europe and they're drinking more alcohol probably, or even if it's not alcohol, they're drinking sugared drinks or splurging on desserts or things like that, and they're not staying hydrated. I find if I'm going to keep my weight down or I want to feel better, the more I stay hydrated,
Yeah.
the more I use my supplements and don't get away from them, the better I
Mhm.
am. And
Mhm.
usually I'm guilty of it. When I go on vacation, that goes out the window. I mean, it's
Mhm.
just
Yeah.
like,
Well, you
it's
have
just
extra
like,
sun too. I mean, you're getting sun exposure.
yeah,
You're probably moving in the heat a
Yep.
lot more. And when you're not drinking, it feels like hunger. You know what I mean? If you're not hydrated,
Right.
it can falsely feel like hunger.
the more water I drink, the less I binge on food or
Right.
overeat. I
Yeah.
mean,
And that'd be a great non-negotiable, Tony. That's a good one
Mhm.
for
Yeah.
sure.
yeah.
And then groceries. Get some groceries.
Groceries. And that's where we started the conversation. First thing you did, you hit Hawaii and you hit it hard. You got groceries. You got a small bag for $500. That's awesome. So we need to get the money thing in check, but that's Hawaii.
Beverage.
Like you say,
Yeah.
that's
Beverage.
that's Hawaii. That's Hawaii. And when I look at Jeff,
Holy jeez. Look at this one.
that's what I think whenever I see Jeff, especially in the muscle shirt like today.
I know.
Holy jeez. Look at this one.
Well, I put on my finest muscle shirt for you today, Tony.
I appreciate that. Well, hey guys, great show today. We're going to wrap it up, but we've got more great topics coming up. Folks, check out the YouTube page and just go to fitnessfinancepro.com, right? It's all one, fitnessfinancepro.com, and there you can access the various sites and get a hold of Jeff and Jennifer, whether you need the fitness from Jennifer and the wellness there, or you need the financial advice or a retirement plan put in place. That's where Jeff comes in, right?
That's correct.
Absolutely.
You guys are awesome. Great show today. Anything else you want to add before we go?
That's
I don't
it.
think so.
Have a great rest of your week.
Yeah. Have a great rest of your week. And just remember that, ask yourself before you travel, what version of myself is going to go on this trip?
And the one that who's coming back.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
and what version is going to be coming back? I love that.
Mhm.
Hawaii changes people.
It does.
Yes.
We know this. All right. See you guys.
All right. Bye.
That does it for today's episode of Fitness and Finance Radio with Jeff Smith and Jennifer Scherer.